EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They keep it with Henry on first down. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Corey Davis, 44 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Browns nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Mayfield. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
To number 89.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Play fake. Mayfield. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Third down and 8 yards.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And some room to roam now. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
At the Titans' 4-yard line.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Jackson to throw. This one caught by Davis. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now here's a throw that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis, able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down. This is Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They will find Davis. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
That one complete to Hill. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Ball carrier.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Henry. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 40
from the gun. Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry, what a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
A big gain on the play, but it's third.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
The tackle made at the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A quick throw here out to Brown. It'll be a gain of 9, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. They'll run with Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it again with Henry. Running right through him. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Browns drive about to get started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry, and he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
For a Tennessee Titan.
He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains.
45-yard line.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Mayfield. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He finds Beckham, complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
And the Browns 1st down.
Mayfield to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Mayfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete.
important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At the line of scrimmage. Brings up 4th down.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that was against it. Focusing on me wasn't Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. This ain't the destination, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is what my turn.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's... Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Then, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. One last shot for Mayfield here. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.